All right, what's up, everybody? So we're gonna talk, quick, easy tie a drop shot hook. We're in that heat of summer time frame. You're gonna have to start finessing down smaller baits offshore. Find that isolated cover, throw a drop shot around it. But to throw a drop shot, you gotta know how to tie it. So we're gonna do a quick, easy video here on how to tie a drop shot. All right. So most important thing, when you thread your hook on, you want the hook point to be up toward your main line. So a lot of times I'm throwing, braid to a fluorocarbon leader for a drop shot. So the hook point would be, the main line would be to my left, and we want to thread that drop shot hook on just like that. So now this is going to be like your tag end when you tie anything else on. But instead of keeping it, short so we don't waste line, we want to, give ourselves 12, 14, 16 inches of line there to play with, because that's where our weight is going to be attached. So what I did there, took the line, looped it, and put it over top of my hook. So now you've got your line's doubled. It does not go back through the eye of the hook, it just lays on top. So now when we do the next step, where we twist the hook through that loop we just made, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I like to go about 5 times, and then try and hold the hook and just easy, just pull down on your line real easy. And as you watch that hook, and as that gets tight, we're going to wet it first. And as it gets tight, that hook will stand out straight. So that's a quick, easy way to tie a drop shot hook on. And now I've got, so there's my hook. My main line would be over here on my left. And as you go, then this is your tag end. So now your weight, what I like to do, because a lot of these weights have like the pressure clips. So you just slide them on, pull your line up, on both sides, and it holds it in there so it doesn't really come off. The good part about that is if you get stuck with just your weight, a lot of times you can, just give it 1 or 2 good hard yanks and it will come off. It pinches your line enough where, see if I can hold it up here, that last inch of line actually broke off. So it pinched it down enough, put pressure on it, so when you give it a good hard pull, it comes off. The other thing you can do is take, if you don't, if you're fishing a lot of like clear, sandy bottoms, not a whole lot to get stuck on, just put a real small overhand knot in your line and then feed it over. And pinch it down. You don't have to pinch it down quite as tight. Now, that's not going to come off there unless you break that line again. So, put that little overhand knot in. If it slips a little, if the line slips a little bit, then it won't, your weight just won't fly off or slide off. So, that's a quick, easy way to tie a drop shot. That would be my standard setup. I usually like to have 12 to 14 inches between my weight and my hook, and go out and catch some fish.